This tutorial is intended to introduce the player to the basics of the game battle system.
Good, we started with some footwork. First, move backward. Like this. Now you try.
Well, that was hard.
Move back one more time.
Gosh, I can feel my skill improving already.
We now both be standing at the edge of combat area. None of us be capable of moving further backward. Now walk forward again to advance on opponent. If enemy be right in front of you, you cannot advance further.
Thank you.
Footwork also be important when getting out of harm's way. There be various ways to dodge incoming attacks. Most common way of dodging be moving sideways. Be careful if enemy swings in with his weapon. If you be dodging in the wrong direction, you be walking right into his blow.
Okay.
Ready? Go. Good. In real combat, opponent may be faster. I be going easy on you now. Reflexes and blade must be equally sharp, otherwise you lose. There'd be more ways to evade blows in combat, all of them based on principle of footwork. Easiest way is jumping backward and moving out of my reach. Let's try. Problem with jumping backward is that you can get yourself cornered this way. If an attack is aimed high, you can quickly duck under it. This is not very tiring and you remain within range for a quick counterattack, but it will only work if acted at the last moment. Need good timing. Let's try. Well timed. Now we try something similar. If enemy uses attack aimed at kneecaps or feet, you can jump up to avoid it. I do a low stab and you dodge by jumping. Good anticipation would be a good addition to the reflexes. Try to anticipate when I was preg. You be quick learner. Last defensive action be parry skill. Footwork be very important, but it be not the only way to save your life in battle. You can block attacks with either shield or weapon. Shield be best for stopping attacks of any kind, but swordsmen often favor blade to stop attacks from other swordsmen. Sword arm often be more nimble than shield arm.
Okay, so use 4 to block attacks with your shield, use 6 to block attacks with your weapon.
Ready? Now!
And if your timing is off there,
good timing be required for blocking. Let's try again.
you go too soon.
Make sure to defend like that in actual combat too. Now we do some attacking. Combat can't be won unless you can damage enemy. The safest and fastest way to attack be the stab or thrust. Stab does not do much damage, but enemy won't have much time to defend against it or counter it. Try stabbing. Finally, let's practice the swing. This attack be slower than the stab, but inflicts more damage.
And I would if it would let me. There we go.
Attack me once more. As you can see, opponent will mind defense, and you better be doing too. That'll be all for now. Next training session, we fight for real. One more thing. If you think you'll be losing, run away. Survival will be more important than pride. You may die gloriously out in the desert, but nobody here will ever know.
Alright. Well, that was informative.
Yes, wasn't it? I'm a very teachery sort of person.
Sir Uhura. Alright. Let's see what she has for battle list.
Before Simba was born, I'd be doing some hunting in desert. Fought many monsters. If you be wanting to know more about them, just say so. Brigands be only moderate fighters, but they can still kill unprepared victims.
Yeah, we've already heard of this.
Parry throwing daggers. That was new. You can get a lot of little details about how to fight different
Yeah, if
monsters.
you ask her about the different... She basically says the same thing she said in the other room.
If you fight Jacoman pack, you must keep moving at all times. Trading hits be very bad idea. Hit and run to slowly wear the pack down while keeping yourself alive.
She gives more tactical advice here, but it's very much the same.
Ghouls be powerful, but their power has limits. Defend until their energy runs dry, and don't let them steal more from you or recover power. Attack while they be weak.
Scorpion.
Scorpion be not very smart fighters, so keep eye on what attacks they use. Learn to predict what comes next.
Pterosaurus.
Pterosaurus cannot defend, but can take lots of hits. Quick stabs halt its attacks, but you still need good dodging skills so you do not die while wearing it down. Wearing it down takes a long time.
And griffins.
Same exact thing as I said in the other room.
This is because you never actually have to fight griffins, so you don't need any.
You can if you want to, but that's...
It's not a very good idea.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, let's you and me spar.
Missouri-sana, I accept your challenge. Let's fight.
Alright. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm sure she will clobber me this first time.
She usually does,
Yeah.
just because of the way it's set up.
Ooh, you
Oh, I got some
points.
experience points for that.
The irony, of course, of the entire tactical system is that it still pays to use one defense a bunch or one attack a bunch in a given battle to build it up and not worry so much about the tactics until you're actually careful.
Yeah. Okay. If she gets up like that, sometimes
She can
knock you down.
flip over. Oh, that was a critical hit.
That was also an addition that the redesign added. Did a lot of interesting things with this game.
Looks really painful the way she hits you.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But you're fine afterwards, so... Just tired.
Fighters spend huge amounts of time getting clobbered by her and failing to defend themselves.
Yeah.
We will not be doing all of that on camera.
No, quite a bit of this will be done off camera because it's basically more of the same. At some point I get to the point where I can actually block her, but at this point my parry and dodge are low enough that it's only luck that means I sometimes manage to evade blows. You notice right now I'm building parry up because that's a harder one to build up. I will of course have to work on dodge later. This is also the first game where no matter what class you are, you can train the fighting skills.
Well, it's only the second game in the series, but yeah.
It's a big difference from the first game where if you're a fighter you can have lessons and you have to pay for them. Here anyone can have lessons and they're free.
Technically, in the first game, if you give parry to a non-fighter character, you can also train, but
Okay, but that's totally not.
it's not the same thing. No.
I think you also have to buy a shield.
No, he lends it to you.
Hey, I've dodged one. Well, blocked it actually.
You blocked a couple.
Here.
But I blocked that one with my shield.
Yeah.
That's true.
Getting
That's
better.
My hero is gonna pretty much live here because he has so much fighting training to do. Another difference here is that you can train multiple times a day. You just have to rest between.
Or use stamina pills.
Yeah, total caffeine addicts.
That gets out of control in the 5th game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My paladins in the 5th game are always popping pills all the time.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder that didn't work. I swung my sword across my face to block her stabbing at my crotch.
I don't know, I would expect that to work.
Well, at least she didn't get a good look at you. Or peen face afterward.
This takes a while. Ow. That hurt.
You just knocked her down.
Building up
That
defense
seems like it would hurt more.
is really slow because you do regain stamina as you're doing it.
Like just then.
And so it takes a really long time to wear yourself down.
You can, of course, hold down the key, but then you're not actually getting any training in because it only counts if you actually attempt to block a blow.
Yeah. And it wears you down, too.
Ow, ow, ow.
And you block uselessly.
Well, right, you can dodge or parry a whole lot without training yourself at all. But, like, that one counts towards training me, even though I didn't succeed.
And that one counts for training, even though it did succeed.
Ow.
The other thing, of course, that happens is that if she gets you once, she gets you multiple times, which is great.
Yeah, she likes combination attacks.
Well, doesn't everyone?
I know I do. Except when they're aimed at me.
Simba's just sitting there the whole time,
Why should he care?
chilling. Ow. He doesn't, like, crawl out and get under your feet.
Well, no, why would he?
Because small children love to be in the center of everything.
Yeah, but Simba is...
Very well behaved baby.
I was more thinking he's a junior warrior. So he's watching and getting tips.
I'm sure that's it.
He's probably taking little notes.
I don't see any little notepad, but...
The resolution's pretty low.
Ow. We could be at this all day. My stamina's going back up at this point.
Yeah. Although she's still getting hits in. So. Ah!
Ow, ow, ow. Ouch. That hurt.
Why does she hate your groin so much?
You really don't want to know.
I wonder if we could edit that bit out without attracting attention.
No, go. Would that be honest?
Dave.
Yeah.
Well, as the future Paladin here. Ouch.
Your poor
I also
face.
find it interesting that I double over when she stabs me in the head.
Get dizzy.
That's the normal response, I guess. So if you ever wonder why we do most of the grinding off camera, this is why.
Yeah.
It really is pretty much like this. You spend approximately forever and a little bit doing the same thing over and over again and getting stabbed a lot.
I think the fourth game is, again, the worst. Because there's a little detail where you can go and trap a bunny in a corner and then
Dodge
hold
forever.
down the key to jump.
That's why you had a little metal dragon you would sit on your keyboard to hold the
did.
key down for you.
I
while
would
you go
remap the key.
leave the room and come back half an hour later.
It worked.
It did. Ah, she finally beat me.
Which sounded way more painful than any of the previous blows. You need to defend better. You hit pretty often, but you get hit too often.
I hear like, what, 6 times the entire fight?
Hey, out of the times you attacked her... Right.
Alright, well that